Hey guys, this is Dr. Mike. Today I'm going to be talking about the book by Jim Afremow entitled The Champion's Mind. Now, what I love about this book is Jim talks about a concept that really I always think about. And really what that is what does it mean to be the best version of oneself? Now, he gives a great quote at the beginning of the book. He says this, he says, champions make greatness happen. And really, that's what it's all about. To become the better version of yourself requires going beyond just being and realizing that you always have the potential to become something more, to become something bigger. But it's up to you to make greatness happen in your life. It isn't up to me, it isn't up to those around you. The reality is you have to switch something on in your mind to allow you to make the change that you need to make. And what I think is so interesting about our natural nature or our natural being is that we actually are always changing. In fact, if you study science, what you're going to find out is that our cells are always regenerating themselves. So even though our natural eyes can't see all the changes that are going on within us and around us, things are always moving and they're always changing. But for whatever reason, we have this idea that we are just shape and form. And that's really what it means to be, or to be a being. It's to be of shape and form. But the reality is, to become the better version of yourself, you have to go beyond the recognition that you are shape and form and realize that you're fluid and you're ever changing, you're ever growing. And that, I believe, is really what it's all about as far as understanding what it means to be the better version of yourself. Now, Jim also talks about some other concepts. And one of the things that I liked is how he talks about we need to remember, even in a game or even in the game of life, no matter what we're doing, whether we're leaders, whether we're followers, whether we're fathers, whether we're mothers, whether we're kids, whatever we're doing, we always have the ability to change the game. You see, you may be losing in the first half of a game and come back at the end. And what that is this. It's just a switch of your mindset. You begin to focus not on just being in the game, but becoming the victor in the game. And that's really what being the better version of yourself is all about. Because to be the better version means going beyond just being to being actively involved as a participant in your work or in your life and focusing on achieving higher milestones. Another thing that I thought was really powerful about his book was he talks about how important it is for us to not just accept things as they are when we know that we have the capability to excel and to be more, to become more. And we forget that. We forget sometimes that we have choices and we have options and we don't need to settle for second best. If we believe that we are gold competitors, if we believe that we are champions, then we have to act in accord with that and seek out opportunities and experiences that will help us to develop into or become that better version of ourselves or that champion that we see ourselves becoming. And ultimately, what he's trying to tell us is this road to being a champion, it starts in the mind, but it's a journey of the mind, the body, and ultimately of the spirit as well. So check out the book by Jim Afremow called Champion's Mind. It's a great book and it's going to motivate you to make some changes and do things that you definitely need to do to become the better version of yourself in your life.